Izzy doesn't look bad until he looks bad. Yeah, like Izzy, like if he's not getting beat up or like getting knocked out, he's looking good, man, always. Mm-hmm. So like Izzy was looking good, and then for Joey to just when he took him down and got in those positions, I was actually a little surprised that Izzy was as I don't want to say inexperienced because he should be experienced by now.
Yeah.
So I guess the only word to describe it is like I thought he would be better.
I was very pleased with how Izzy was looking. He looked sharp. He looked on point.
Who?
Izzy did.
Okay.
Yeah, Izzy looked phenomenal. Yeah. I think what happened though is that he got carried away. He kind of started feeling himself. He started feeling like, man, I can touch him. I'm stuffing the takedowns. I'm feeling good. Got into some exchanges. Got hit with some clean shots a couple times. But instead of like circling back it away and making the fight, kind of just develop in front of him and go back to the calf kicks. Once he got away from the calf kicks and started just standing in front of him, I was like, this is not how you want to fight this fight. What are you doing?
Fair play to Israel Adesanya. Hasn't changed his style. Was willing to go toe to toe. He wasn't backing up. He wasn't dancing around. He wasn't flicking out the jab and using the reach and the range. No, he was willing to stand and trade and go toe to toe with Joe Pyfer. And that's what you got to respect about this guy. Given the fact that he's lost, his last 4 fights, but he still didn't change up his style. He still wanted to entertain the crowds. He still wanted to get a signature knockout. He still was willing to stand there and trade and go toe-to-toe with a dangerous guy like Joe Pyfer. So if you don't respect that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I think everyone fights for different reasons, and you have to know what that is very, very clearly. I think that Izzy has done what very few fighters will ever achieve. And I think that if he still has a passion for this game, then yeah, he can stay in it. And for me, I think that he has slowed down a little bit, but he has to be fully aware of that, I think, and say, what do I need to do to change maybe my approach in fight, maybe in camp, to accommodate maybe these adjustments.
We have seen 4-fight losing streaks from former champions before when they don't look like themselves, when they look like shells of their former selves, when they look like they're old, they're slow, they're just not as good. Obviously, Izzy isn't who he once was. I think that's fair to say, but I don't feel like we need to sit here and bang the drum and say this guy's done. I know he doesn't want to be done. I know he says he's not done. I know he says he's not going anywhere. I'm not leaving all this, but I still think that there is a room for him in this sport and certainly in the UFC.
I would be... If Izzy must continue to compete, if he is not comfortable hanging it up and focusing on being a DJ or doing anything else, you could do a lot of things, right? But I would like to see him drop out of this level of competition. In the UFC, that's never going to happen. I would like to see him on the post-UFC retirement tour of maybe he takes a BKFC fight against Yoel Romero or something. Maybe he boxes Jake Paul. Those are things do what Anderson Silva did post UFC career.
I just felt undeterred. There was nothing he was doing where I was surprised. There was nothing shocking. There was nothing oh, you know what I mean? I knew he was going to kick my leg. I didn't really do shit about it, but yeah, it was just I'm going to keep shooting. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going.
I mean, I said that at the beginning, the rocket ship takes off for him now, and it's going to be interesting. If he thought he found Jesus before this, he's about to really find him now and get real close to him because you got everything in the world coming to you. Mike Tyson said it best. Be careful what you ask for because God might give you everything. And he just got everything he ever wanted. I can't wait to see his blast off and see what he does with it. But he's in the top 5 now, so now he's also got to deal with that. And I look forward to seeing how he adapts.
Who does Joe Pyfer fight next when he goes inside the octagon? Because the matchups, they just get tougher. Dominic Cruz said that he's going to get a rocket ship strapped to his back. And that's true. Because when you beat a former champion like Adesanya, you get only better fights, better opponents, and bigger spots in your career. Joe Pyfer seems to be at a place in his life, mentally, emotionally, to be able to handle those things. So hats off to Joe Pyfer. It was amazing watching him take that next step in his career.
Even though Joe Pyfer is my guy, we train for this stuff.
Yep.
I don't I won't go out seeing Izzy look like that. I won't do it, man. I won't rewatch the finish of that.
Fair.
So And like when it pops up on my timeline, I'm just like forward. I won't watch Izzy go out like that, man. It's too sad for me. And like you said, man, you fell in love with the guy because he's done so much for the athletes, the entertainment aspect of it. At one time, he was probably the biggest star we had, and I won't watch him go out the way he did, the way Joey did him.
It's sad to see. I do like Joe Pyfer. I think he's got a cool story. He's come up on a contender. He's got a lot of potential. But it's like, dude, Izzy's like watching one of your idols. Yeah. Fuck, that was hard to see.
I didn't watch how the first round go.
He looked good, bro. He looked sharp. Hit him with a nice knee. Fucking like had a good round. Got taken down at the end. But I was like, God, dude, and like I was surprised at the distance he was standing. He was like standing kind of in Joe Pyfer's range. They were trading. He got cracked with some big shots.
Now at this point in his career, for some reason, guys are figuring him out and he's not getting the results, but he's still clearly got it. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, he's really fucking slow now, or, oh, his chin is completely gone. He got cracked hard by Pyfer. It was only because of the ground control and the pressure that Pyfer can put on guys that he got finished.
I think we even saw that with GSP at the end of his career. And I think I had spoken to him about that 2 years ago. But, when GSP really started to open up, it is freedom. It's not about winning or losing. It's about expressing yourself. And I think George did it at the end. He was in some wars at the end, if you remember. He was planting down and fighting. And I think, once you get that monkey off your back and you've accomplished everything, you're in the history books forever. Izzy will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, middleweight in the world besides Weidman, but you know what I mean? Like he's got nothing to prove. I tell you, I like that Izzy. That to me, John, you said the word freedom. That was freedom to me. He went in there, had a good time, and came up short.
To me, what he looked like in this fight was one, just the overall fight IQ to kind of stand in front of Joe. He's done risky stuff like that, but he's either had the reflexes or the willingness to kind of throw in those moments, and he was doing a lot of looking around. It wasn't like Izzy wasn't doing some good work, especially in that first round to a degree, but that was the big part to me. To me, Israel Adesanya should consider retirement. He should consider retirement.
I'm not going to tell Israel Adesanya what to do with his career. I don't know him, properly. I know him from a very much arm's length, seeing him around the UFC, saying hi once or twice and watching his career. We don't know what's going on in his personal life, but he's made a lot of money. He did it. He defended the belt 4 or 5 times. He's done all of that, and now he's going to stick around. And the problem is, with fighters, we're always the last ones to know.
Yeah.
People around you, they know. They see it. They see you lose 5 out of 6. That would have never happened before.
I think our thesis statement on both sides is that as long as there's desire, there's still enough skill. You just don't want to see him, maybe not unlike an Anderson Silva go from, 30-2 to 30-11.
His last 4 losses, he looked good in every single one of them. And still got smoked. Actually, no. 3 of the last 4. He didn't look good at all in the Sean Strickland one. He looked good against DDP. Striking was on point. Lighten up DDP's body. Looked really good. Just kind of got bullied, ragdolled a little bit. In the Imavov fight, looked really good. Touching him up. Managing range really well. The leg kicks looked good. Was the much better striker. Then all of a sudden, gets knocked out. In this fight, touching him up. Much better striker. Won the first round. Looked good. Then gets dragged to the ground, looks horrendous. Izzy's in such a weird spot where it doesn't seem like he cares as much as he used to. It seems like he accepted, I'm not the world champ. I'm never going to be the world champ. Let me go out here. I'll strike. I'll have some fun. If it goes sideways, it goes sideways. It is what it is.
Adesanya's done. He's not going to retire. He said he's going to continue and keep fighting and keep fighting. I'm still undefeated. You're not undefeated, little bro. You're done. I don't know what's next for him. If Sharamagomedov gets a win, Gregory Rodriguez, MVP at middleweight. There's fights to make. There's genuinely fights to make. But it ain't the same anymore, man. Adesanya's some random bum at middleweight in the middle of the rankings. I don't care anymore. You know? I don't care anymore. That's the tough spot that Adesanya's in. It doesn't matter anymore now. You're not even in the mix. It's a generational plummet. We're witnessing it happen.
The fight ain't there no more. The dog ain't there no more. And there's no shame in that. It happens to most champions, even great champions. What he's achieved has been phenomenal. Now he's in this kind of Roy Jones, Anderson Silva, back end of your career, in it to almost to make money, but you'd never confess to that period of your career.